What's up guys, it's Grim here, Grim Gamer UK, and today we have a review for you. I haven't done one of these in a while, and this one's on the Xbox, which is my first Xbox review. And as always, I will try and be as impartial as it possibly is to be with regards to a game. So the game will be, as you can see on the screen, Aliens Colonial Marine. Now, this caused a little bit of a stir when it was released, because it had been, well, we'd seen images of it, videos, clips, so on and so forth, at various trade shows, and it looked fucking amazing. It looked like the film, it was breathtaking, it was like, this is going to be seriously good. Imagine Crisis 3 based on Aliens. That's the sort of thing people were expecting. And when it was released, the graphics were far below that. And everybody was in a storm. Excuse me. And was it justified? Yeah, I mean, personally, I was lucky. I didn't come into this expecting anything. Goat and Scythe, two friends you would have seen in other videos, bought this, and they said, look, you've got to get past the kind of the preconceptions that you're going to be playing, you know, this Crisis 3, whatever, AAA title. You're not. Skip past that and just play for some fun and get into it, and it's actually quite a good game. So I kind of went in with that perspective of, right, don't expect too much. And it sounds horrible to say, but if you don't expect too much, you'll kind of be, you won't be disappointed. Let's put it that way. Controls are very much what you'd expect from, you know, any shooter-esque title. I've only played as a Marine. I haven't played as an alien yet. You can play as the aliens on multiplayer, and supposedly that takes a bit of getting used to. There's no combat training or anything, so you're just going to have to go balls deep, as it were, and do it to learn how to play that. But you do get, as you're going along, progressions. You get unlocks. As you level up, I think level cap is 60, you get, yeah, I say for the pulse rifle, you can get underslung shotgun, you can get red dot sights, you can get laser sights, you can get extended mags. If you've ever played Call of Duty, you know the kind of shit you can get. And you can have multiple unlocks on at once. I know you could have a tac shotgun underneath with a red dot sight. So you can have various different things mixed and matched. And you get custom paint jobs as well by, you know, doing different things. So there's a lot of, they've kind of brought the whole Call of Duty RPG element into it, that you can level up as you go along. And I've got to say, I think, from a personal point of view, that is one of its saving graces, because for a lot of people, okay, personally, I played this game, completed it, and I put it down, and I was like, okay, I'm done. If I watch the movies and I get nostalgic and I'm like, I want to hear a pulse rifle, I'll come and play this. But it's the same. If any of you ever played Space Marine, which is based on the Warhammer tabletop game 140k, if you ever played that and you kind of got that sense of, yeah, it's alright, or any game you've played and you've just gone, yeah, it was alright, put it down and you carry on. Call of Duty single player is a lot like that. You kind of play it and you go, yeah, okay, done with it now, and you put it down. This is very much like that. The only replayability for me is the fact that you can level up, and I believe level up is cross purposes. You can level up in single player and it will level you up in multiplayer, and vice versa. So that's the only reason I would come back to play this, if I was somebody that desperately wanted to level up and get to level 60 on both the Xenomorph and the Marines, and you know, that would be it. The story, I thought, was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I don't want to give any spoilers away if you are planning on playing this or renting it or whatever. It's got a very Aliens. They actually try and resolve the ending, and it won't work. But anyway, I'm gonna skip past it because the more I try and think about it, the more I'm just gonna give away spoilers, and I don't want to. Needless to say, there's alien queens, and there's all the usual garbage you expect, the Wayland Corporation, and yada yada yada. So let's get into, rather than just me faffing about stuff, actual reviews. Okay, graphics. As I've said, graphics are not what you would call AAA title. They're fine, it's playable, but, you know, if I had seen this a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been impressed. So, and certainly with guys like Battlefield, guys like Crysis, you know, guys like Bioshock, games like that, pushing the boundaries, just visual eye candy, don't expect to be bowled over by this in the fucking slightest. It's just not there. The controls. Controls, as I say, very much like any first-person shooter, you know, melee button, grenades. It's annoying they have grenades on the D-pad, and shit like that. And that annoyed me because it was difficult to get to your grenades, but that's probably because I'm so used to Call of Duty controls. Same as if you're a Battlefield player, you'll be used to Battlefield controls, and of course coming onto this it'll feel a bit different. Also, and this is actually annoying, Robocall, just something you need to get used to. When you do something, either when you turn to look at something, or when you shoot your gun, it feels like there's that slight delay. It doesn't feel instantaneous. It feels like you press it, and you just got to wait that fraction of a second. It's like, okay, and there we go. Now we're doing something. And the same can be said for, which kind of goes also into the graphic side of it. When you, like this bit here, okay, I'm clawing up, this is an animation, okay, I'm not actually doing anything. The game will then snap back into, you've got your gun mode. Now there's lots of these bits where it sort of interacts between cutscenes and you doing something. The worst part is at the very end, okay, near the end, you've got to pull down fuel pipes on a dropship. It's ready to take off, you've got to pull down pipes, which have got fuel going into it. You pull those down, while you're doing that, an alien is probably attacking you, okay? Because it's near the end, it's meant to be quite a tough fight. There's an alien attacking you. So when you pull that pipe down, you're in animation mode, you're completely impervious. Then you get a point where you're pulling your gun back up. And a lot of times, you will die because the alien is now... you might have 3 aliens hitting on you, you're invincible then it snaps back. Or you'll have an alien in front of you, will go for you, and then it will suddenly be behind you. And there's a lot of bugs, graphically, well not bugs, but glitches, where it breaks your immersion, because all of a sudden you're like, oh what? How the fuck did I die there? Because all of a sudden, just the animation kicks out. There's a fight on a power loader, and that happens a lot. You punch this alien, and all of a sudden, it's either glitched behind you, by the side of you. It feels horrible when it happens, because it completely snaps you out of it. There are times when you get really into this. You've got the pulse rifle going. So, the multiplayer saves this game, but I'll get onto that. You've got all this shit going on, you're feeling really in the groove, and then something will happen, you'll be like, oh, what the fuck? And it completely snaps you out of the game, and it happens so often, where you're like, what the fuck, man? That's just completely ruined it for me. And then you take another 10-15 minutes to get back into it, and then something else happens, and that throws you out of it again. And it's become so frustrating. The other characters. The other characters are like fucking pita bread. There is nothing to... You will never, ever be in love with any of these characters. And it's annoying, because part of the love of Aliens, when you watch the films, is love them or hate them, you do actually feel something for characters. You feel something for Hudson, Hicks, Vasquez, Frost, Crow, Dietrich, all those guys. Even guys that die almost right at the beginning of filming Aliens, You feel something for them, like badass Marines, and you're like, yeah, okay, cool, let's do this. And then loads of them die, and you're like, fuck. Okay, shit. Now the guys you've got left are like, okay, I want to know more about them. And Hudson starts freaking out, and you're like, okay, yeah, but he gets it back together. You feel something for them. You never, ever feel anything for these guys. Generally, O'Neill, who's that guy right in front of you, you will feel fucked off with him because he has a smart gun. He has the big gun that Vasquez had. Now, you get a chance to play with that, and it destroys everything, okay? He uses it. Apparently he can't hit shit with it, and he has infinite ammo. You know, you'll have aliens swarming all over you, and he'll be looking at a hill. And you'll be like, what the fuck? Because you generally always play, there's always more than one of you. It's very rare there's just you on your own.
What kind of thing?
I could go on. It's... To give it my opinion and what my final thoughts on it were, because I could carry on ranting about this. Yeah, the footage I've got here goes on for like 50 minutes, but I'm not going to talk for that long. So I'm just going to wrap this up at the 15-minute mark.
Movement outside, watch it.
If you go into this, I would not buy this game brand new. My personal opinion. I wouldn't buy this game when it was at 20 odd quid. You know, I would buy this game if I was on game, or if I was in game, or if I was online somewhere, and I saw this game for like 10 quid, 12 quid, or I saw this for 2 for 20 at game, something like that. That's when I pay the money for this, because its multiplayer online aspect is going to be dead soon. You're either going to have guys who are level 60 who beat the shit out of everybody because they've played it so much, or you're going to have, you know, or you're going to have nothing. I think that's the way it'll go. Its saving grace is the multiplayer and the leveling up aspect of it. Think a very, very, very diluted Borderlands without the freedom to roam. You know, you can have that sort of fun. There were some really cool moments when myself, Matt, and Goat were playing this. Also, Cuddles was playing with us at some point. I think she's controlling it now. And we were having a right laugh. For a social thing, it was well worth it. It was a lot of fun. You know, people go down. You got face huggers jumping at you. It was really good fun. Single player, I thought was disappointing, and all too short. I completed this in a couple of hours, easily. You know, I completed this faster than I can complete a Call of Duty playthrough, and that's quick. As I say, multiplayer I didn't really touch, but Goat and Matt have played it, and they said it's a little bit imbalanced towards the aliens, and I don't know whether that's just because they had guys that they were playing against that were very, very good. I know Goat was saying one of the guys he played against was level 60. He was a level 60 xenomorph, and the same as the Marines, the xenomorphs can level up their abilities. So if you get a level 60 guy, he's going to have everything unlocked, and he's going to play the game a lot. He's going to be good. So, yeah. All in all, blah. It's a C from me with regards to a single player experience or game. If I'm playing with friends to have a laugh and forget the bullshit and not to, you know, I don't want to turn the lights out and really get into it and get immersed. I just want to have a laugh with friends online. It's a B, you know, but I wouldn't pay full price for this. As I say, if I saw a copy dirt cheap somewhere, I'd pick it up. But do not go and pay 20, 25 quid, whatever this is at the moment. It's still well overpriced, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, guys. But enough rambling. Enough rambling. The problem is, I do not want to spoil any of the game for you if you do play it. If you play the story. This is meant to be the, you know, the proper spiritual successor to Aliens. So, if you want to play it, go for it. But be warned, it is buggy and it is flawed, but it's fun. Let's put it that way. My best summing up. Alright, guys. If you want to know anything else, put something in the comments. I will try and, you know, answer the questions best I can. As I say, I've completed it all. I think I'm up to like level 40 or something. So, if you want to know anything, just ask, guys. This is Grim, signing off. Laters.